Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Dabble welcoming you to another time travel tennis tournament. We are in week 23. We have the ladies here in Fort Lauderdale and the men in Boston. The big story of the Grand Ladies Tour is the mistake I made that Chris Evert was in this tournament. She should never have been in this tournament because she's supposed to be serving those multiple tour events off because of her winning streak and all that. So, anyway, Martina Navratilova is a good player too, but she got injured, so she can't compete. And who else is going on demand? Oh, and Will's Booty, who won last week. So yeah, Chris Evert is not supposed to be winning. I hope she doesn't win this one. Well, she lost to Venus, so technically that's fine. Okay, so Everett lost. So phew. Okay, so Venus will move on, and she will play, and we'll wait and see. But anyway, our first TV matchup is Mo Connolly, the 5 seed, against Athena Gibson, who's done pretty well, who's won 2 Wimbledons in the 55 56. She was the first African American to win Wimbledon. Yes, she's the first African American woman, but she beat Arthur Ashe by 2 decades. Anyway, Mo Connolly has no titles to her name. She has lost to Gibson once. And that was last week. Last week in New Orleans, after being Billie Jean, she lost to Gibson. Well, Mo Connolly in her career got to the finals of San Diego, losing to Martina. Finals of Berlin, losing to Everett. Finals in Indy, losing to Langlon. So yeah, she's been to 3 finals. She beat Henning last time. Athena Gibson. Only one turn. Last week in New Orleans was the first time she competed in a tournament that she actually won 2 events at the same time. She beat Maddie Keys and then Mo Connolly, but lost to Brow. She beat Darlene Hart to move on.
Quiet, please. Connolly to serve.
Like,
First game.
I'm seated, you're
Play.
not. And she's like, well, that's why I win. I can't believe I could have won ever. Thankfully, though, the time travel gods saved me.
6-2, Gibson.
Gibson still have time to win.
Out. 6-3, Gibson.
2 chances on her serve. There you go.
Game and first set, Gibson. 7 games to 6.
Gibson makes it 7-6. High to the body. Touch. Well, Connolly's got the touch.
15, love.
Into the net. Have we cleaned this one? Yep.
Game and second set, Connolly. 6 games to 2. 1 set all.
Yeah, that's the only, like, 6 love, 6-1, 6-3, 6-4, and all that. 6-2. You see the finger. You hear the finger snap.
Out.
Be careful.
Out. Game, set, and match. Connolly.
Gibson.
2 sets to 1. 6-7. 6-2. 6-4.
I forgot about that. So yeah, Mo Connolly will move on to the next round. To the quarterfinals. Venus in the quarterfinals. The 3 seeds Suzanne Langlon. The 3 seed beats Billie Jean King. Both of them have a title under their belt. Langlon lost in Palm Beach to Everett in the final. Then in Barcelona, lost the final to Hingis. Then in Eastbourne, she lost to Everett, so that was 3 finals. Indy, she beat Mo Connolly, breaking 4 finals. She got to the semis last week, losing the Brow. She beat Chambers, though. Billie Jean, who has a title under her belt, despite her bad record. Yeah, she got to her first semifinal was against Maria Bueno, who she beat in Houston, and then beat Brow in the final. That's the only time she's been in the semifinals. She lost early to Mo Connolly, but she beat Maddie Keys last time.
Quiet, please. King
Some
to
say Billie
serve.
Jean could
First
pull one out of the
game.
hat.
Play.
We'll see.
15, love.
153.
Out! Game and first set. King.
Ooh,
6 games to 2.
Billie Jean is not my lover. She got me loving that. Approach the bench. Got a first shot. Oh, she's got it. Hi.
15, love.
Hi. 2-2 tie. Hi. Billie Jean, nice winner.
6 all.
9-1 in.
Out!
Billie Jean's like, damn it. I'm up 1-0 on her.
7-6. Lenglen.
8-6.
Game and second set.
Billie Jean's like,
Lenglen.
I can beat her.
7
I
games
can
to
beat
6.
Langland.
1 set all.
No sir.
Deuce.
Billie Jean could do something here.
Advantage. Lenglen. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage. King. Out. Deuce.
Billie Jean trying to win this match.
Advantage. Lenglen. Game. Lenglen. King leads 5 games to 4. Final set.
Can she win it on her serve?
15,
173.
love.
You bet. 40. Chip and charge.
$15 all.
26.
$15.30. $6-4. Lenglen.
Yeah, Billie Jean had a chance to win the match.
6-5. Lenglen.
Langland
Out.
does have match point on her back.
6 all.
Ooh. Ooh.
Out. 7-6. King.
For the upset. Upset.
Game, set, and
Billie
match.
Jean wins
King.
and takes down Langland.
2 sets to 1. 6-2. 6-7.
6-7.
7-6.
Billie Jean, we don't know who her opponent will be. Number 2, Margaret Smith Court, taking on Alice Marble, who's 9-11. 9-11. Smith Court's number 2. Anyway. Nine and 11. Won a few games in Utah. Lost to Chambers in the first round in New Orleans, and then Fort Lauderdale beat Sloane Stevens. Margaret Smith, number 2. Semis and edge pressures losing the best. Finals in Los Angeles losing to Martina. Semis in T-Dot losing to Davenport. Semis in Houston losing to Brawl. Semis in Long Island losing to Everett. Yeah, she's been to every quarterfinals. The The last time she did make a quarterfinal was in the week 15, 8 weeks ago. She beat Tracy Austin.
Quiet please. Marble to
Marble
serve.
Smith Court.
First game. Play.
Approach.
15 love. Out. 40-30.
Smith Court.
Game and first set. Smith Court. 6 games to 4.
Court beats Marble 6-4.
Out. Game, set and match. Smith Court. 2 sets to love. 6-4. 7-6.
Smith Court. And yeah, Everett lost. Let's go with Monica versus Osborne DuPont, who's actually 1-0 against her. Osborne DuPont. Pair quarterfinals, but nothing big. She beat Osaka-san last time. Silas. Who doesn't have a title to her name. She lost to Osborne DuPont in Switzerland in the round of 32. So Swiss ball from Switzerland, if you get the reference. Semis in Orlando, losing to Henin. Semis in Berlin, losing to Everett. Her great moments. Semis in Monticello, losing to Graf. She beat Mary Jo Fernandez in the first round.
Quiet please. Celes to serve. First game.
Nope.
Play.
Monica.
15 love.
Anything Cyril and all that, you're definitely going to win. So
Game and first
that's a
set.
little too easy
Celes.
for Celes.
6 games to 1.
Yawn. Everyone's like, yawn.
Game and second set.
DuPont won the
Osborne
second set,
DuPont.
6-3.
6 games to 3. 1 set all.
This is going to be a battle. This might be a battle.
Game, set and
Somehow
match.
it's a freaking
Osborne
way Osborne
DuPont.
DuPont sends
2 sets
Monica
to 1.
really.
1-6. 6-3. 7-6.
Wow, big win for Osborne DuPont. She will now face Billie Jean in the quarterfinals, and one of those two unseeded players will get to the semifinals. Well, Billie Jean does have a title to her name. Steffi Graf will beat Hingis, so Steffi will face Venus, and probably be the one to get to through the left side. Yeah, Venus, Billie Jean, and Osborne DuPont. Venus does have a title to her name. Yeah, she did. She won a couple weeks ago, didn't she? Yeah. So Steffi Graf's the only German left. Well, there's only one. There's only one foreigner left. Wow, there were there only one. Well, Louis Brown, the 8th seed against Tina Garrison, who's 6-9. 69, not so nice. Brown lost to Cena, I think, last week, didn't she? Yep, 2 weeks ago in Utah in the quarterfinals, she lost to her. Louise went to the finals in Houston, lost to Billie Jean. She's on the opposite side of Billie Jean this time. And then New Orleans last week, she beat Navratilova through injury. Hard, Gibson, and Langland. And it looked like she was going to beat Helen Wills Moody, but she lost. She beat Keneen. Tina Garrison, who had that magical week. She had only one win coming into Utah. She beat Connolly, Gibson, Brown, and Mallory, 2 top 10 ladies, and then couldn't beat Venus Williams. So Venus is trying for her second title in 3 weeks. She didn't play in New Orleans last week on purpose, of course, obviously, because she lost. She won the other tournament she had several weeks ago. She lost to Monica in New Orleans, but then beat Serena.
Quiet, please. Brough to serve.
So Brawl
First
should be able to
game.
beat Garrison.
Play.
We'll see. That always means no. Shoot.
Out. Love 15.
Shoot it. No.
Game and
Brawl
first
wins the first
set.
set.
Brough. 6 games to 3.
Brawl for Garrison. First set.
Love 15. Game and second set. Garrison.
It's not going
6
anywhere.
games to 3.
Anywhere
1
fast.
set all. Out.
Maybe closer. Got it.
Game, set and match. Brough.
So
2
Brawl
sets to 1.
will
6
move on to
3.
the quarterfinals.
3 6. 6 3.
Big win for Brawl. She will now face Margaret Smith Court in a battle of seeded players for a trip to the semifinals. While Mallory can make it a seeded side, she has to beat Pauline Betts, who she has actually taken down 3 out of 4 times. Betts is 1-3 against Mola, and it's the only lady she's faced 4 times now. It'll be the first time she'll face 5. She did beat Mallory in Orlando in the round of 16, losing the final to Henin, but after that she has lost 3 times to Mola. First time in Barcelona. She got to the finals at Edgbaston, beating Henin, Radwanska, Barty, Davenport, and Smith Court, but lost to Martina. Then Mola ruined her in the quarterfinals at Eastbourne. And then the third time was the round of 16 at Indy, week 15. So they've met 4 times in the first 15 weeks. First time in 8 weeks. Lots of mistakes. She lost to Bueno in New Orleans, and then beat Lindsay in Fort Lauderdale. Mallory 3-1. The only other woman she's faced 4 times was Lindsay Davenport. She has a losing streak against her. Sammy's in Hilton had losing to Steffi. Sammy's in San Diego losing to Martina. Sammy's in Eastbourne losing to Langlon. Sammy's in Los Angeles losing to Navratilova. Got to the finals in T-Dot, beating Halep, Mugu, Jordan, and Heem, but lost to Davenport. Jordan. Sammy's in Utah losing to Cena. She beat Goss in the first round this time.
Quiet, please. Betts to
Okay,
serve.
so Pauline
First
Betts, I
game.
thought she won a tournament,
Play.
but it's not. No.
15 love.
No.
Game and first set. Betts.
Nope, that's
6 games to 3.
except 6-3. Yeah, it would be only one foreigner in the quarterfinals.
15
Steffi.
love.
Everyone else is Americano. That's the price you pay.
Game and second
Mola
set.
makes it
Mallory.
6-3.
6 games to 3. 1 set all.
And
6-5
Oh, that's
Betts.
not it. Betts can serve for the match.
Game, set and match.
Betts
Betts.
takes down Mallory.
2 sets to 1. 6
Mallory had
3.
3 straight against her.
3 6. 7 6.
Big win for Betts. So only 4 seeded players left. Numbers 2, 5, 8, 6. Oh, there's 2 foreigners, Graf and Smith Court. There's a German and 3 Americans on the left, Aussie and 3 Americans on the right. Brawl will take on Smith Court. I don't know that. We will simulate King and Osborne DuPont because they're both unseeded. Alright, so we go from the ladies to the men. In Booston, we do have 1 seeded player. Following that, only one non-budge lost to Emerson. Because Rosewall and Emerson both are unseeded, they will be simulated. Dun-dun-dun. And it's going to be Rosewall who will move on to the quarterfinals between Emerson. Rosewall does his job. Federer is next. He starts off the TV coverage against Sharav, who has 2 titles. So these 2 guys really know each other in a sense. Well, they both have won 2 titles. Sheriff, his only match to Federer was a loss in Rotterdam. Sheriff got to the finals of Milan, beating Emerson, Fudge, Rosewall, Cilic, and Nadal. When you beat Nadal, you're way to Mahal. And then after that, he got to the finals in Italia, beating Emerson, Wielander, Agassi, Thiem, and Djokovic to win his second title. He got to the finals of the French Open. Sheriff then at number 19 beat Schwartzman, Tilden, Nishikori, Connors, and Budge. Well, he had a tough. He actually had to do the reverse sweep on Bill Tilden to get in. Swept Nishikori. Connors lost the first set, like Schwartzman, but came back to win 3. Budge was the 4-setter. Nadal, he won the first set, but he couldn't win. And he had lost to Briggs and Almeida back to back. Yeah, losing Almeida was just terrible. And then Richard Sears, he beat easily. Federer, 2 titles for under his belt. Semis lost in the Quinta de Sampras. Finals in Houston beating Del Potro, Lendo, Tilden, Novak, and Borg. Semis in Rotterdam losing to Isner. Semis in Las Vegas losing to Leclerc. Alright. Rene Lacoste. Finals in Long Island losing to Nadal. Which means Ishikori, Riggs, Murray, and Budge. Lost to Rafa. And then went to Wimbledon, beat Roddick. Swept through Roddick, swept Perry. Lost 1 set to Nishikori. Lost the first set to Fines, but won the next 3. Took down Laver in 5 tough sets, and then beat Bill Tilden in 5 tough sets. And then beat Bobby Bryan. Yeah, they both beat.
Quiet plays Federer to serve.
Come on, you
First game.
Federer to beat
Play.
Sheriff. These guys have lost only 1 combined game.
Deuce.
Boom. Ooh, Federer had that point.
Advantage Zverev.
He's not cool anymore. I wouldn't say that.
Game Zverev. 5 games all. First set.
Tough battle.
Love 15. Out.
There goes Federer.
Out. 30-40.
30-40. Woohoo.
Deuce.
Woohoo.
Advantage Zverev.
We're going to see a tie break.
Deuce.
Nope.
Advantage Zverev.
Tie break. We will.
Game Zverev.
Wow.
6 games all. First set. Tie break.
It feels like a final, but it's just the second round of the game. Houston.
1-0 Federer. 2-0 Federer. 3-0 Federer. 4-0 Federer. 5-0 Federer. 5-1 Federer. 5-2 Federer. 6-2 Federer. Out. Game and first set Federer. 7 games to 6.
So Federer wins a tough set.
Out. 30-40.
Sheriff survive. The answer is
out.
No.
Deuce.
Had a couple of chances to win the set and to force a third.
Advantage Zverev.
For the set. Not
Deuce.
this time.
Advantage Federer.
Everybody.
Deuce. Out. Advantage Federer. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Federer. Game, Federer. 5 games all,
Zverev
second
couldn't
set.
finish the job.
(6-4). Zverev. Game and second set. Zverev.
Wow.
7 games to 6.
The Humans are going
1
after
set
each
all.
other. Sure.
Out.
Got it.
Deuce. Out.
That's 5-3.
Advantage, Zverev. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Federer. Deuce. Advantage, Federer. Game, set and match,
Zverev
Federer.
Was tough
2
on him,
sets
but
to 1.
that third set, 2.5 hours.
7-6. 6-7. 6-3.
Oh, yeah, 6-7. So Federer, Kachi. Now you got Novak. They want him next. He will face Isner, who is lower than him in the singles rating, but he does have a title under his name. Went to Rotterdam, beat Del Potro, Coric, Nadal, Federer, and Murray. He beat 3 of the big 4 by himself. Well, he was down 2-0 to Federer. Got 3 quarterfinals since then. Wimbledon lost to Tilden in 3 sets after a 15-13 win over Edberg. Edberg. Vitas. He swept him. Novak. Yeah. He has a 667 win percentage and he can't win. Semis losing to Sampras and Philly. Semis in Delray Beach losing to Poncho. Semis in Houston losing to Federer. 4 semifinal in Milan losing to Federer. Then in Italy he finally won a semifinal, but then lost to Sheriff in the final in Italy. Got to the finals in London, losing to Sampras 6-7 in the 4th set. Yeah, lost the 4 sets to Sampras. Got to its 7th semifinal in Bologna, losing to Rafa. Went to Wimbledon, lost to Connors. He beat Lyon Lando.
Quiet, please. Isner to serve. First game. Play.
I'm not gonna play. Isner and Djokovic.
Out. 15, love. Out. 6-5, Isner.
Isner has a chance to
Game and first
win.
set,
Yep,
Isner. 7 games to 6.
208. Well, he's got that reserve. So that's what you think.
$30, 40.
40.
Out.
Nope.
Game and second
That's
set,
right.
Djokovic. 7 games to 5. 1 set all. Game, set and match,
Isner had a
Djokovic.
chance to send
2
Djokovic
sets to
packing
1.
in Boston.
6-7.
6-7.
7-5.
But Novak beats
6-3.
Isner. So Novak wins. He might face Laver. He might. Well, anyway, we got to go with Bill Tilden, number 4, against Nishikori-san. Tilden does have a title, so does Nishikori. Tilden lost to Nishikori in the semis in Nice. He went to the finals in Philly, beating Nasasi, Eggsy, McEnroe, Laver, and Sampras to do it. week 1. But since then, not much. Semis and Nice losing to Nishikori, as I said. Got to the finals of Wimbledon last. He swept Robredo. He swept Trey-Bird. He took down Poncho in 4. He swept Isner. He took down Murray in 4 to the massive booze, and then had a 5-set battle with Federer. He beat Dwight Davis, known as the Davis Cup guy. Nishikori-san, 1 title under his belt, and that was Nice. He beat Novak, Murray, Connors, Tilden, and then Nastase. Look young, Nana, look Zero, look young. 4-6, 4-6, 7-6, 6-0, 6-4. When basically the theme of the week was being up by 2 sets to 9 and couldn't finish in the job. Got to the semis in Italy at the Rome Open, the Italian Open, losing the Rose Bowl. He had some middling opponents. He did okay at Wimbledon. He beat Carlsen and Grosjean. Swept them, but Federer beat him. He beat Andy Murray to get this far.
Quiet, please. Nishikori to serve. First game.
We'll see about that.
Play. Out. Love 15. Out. Out. Deuce.
Nishikori had a chance to win on his racket. Well, hit it.
Advantage. Tilden. Game. Tilden. 5 games all. First set.
Right.
15. Love. $30-40. Deuce.
Nishikori again trying to win on Tilden.
Out. Advantage. Tilden. Game. Tilden. 6 games all. First set. Tie break.
Well, let's see what's
1-0. Tilden. Out. 2-0. Tilden. Out. 3-0. Tilden. $4-0. Tilden. Out. Out. 4-1. Tilden. $5-1. Tilden. 6-1. Tilden. 6-2. Tilden. Game and first set. Tilden. 7 games to 6.
Well, Nishikori's probably going to be kicking himself for probably have a chance to win this match.
Game and second set.
He wins the second
Nishikori.
set.
6 games to 4. 1 set all.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Yes, we are.
Game, set
Yeah,
and match.
Nishikori
Tilden.
has
2 sets to 1. 7-6. 4-6. 6-1.
Well, Nishikori loses look, Nana, look, young, each look. 6-7, 6-4, 1-6. So Tilden wins. And he will face somebody. Well, anyway, Pete Sampras will face Bill Johnston, who's 5-5. So Pete Sampras, who has 2 titles to his name. He lost the final in Philly to Tilden. Semis in Memphis to Laver. Finals in Delray Beach, losing to Poncho. His 3rd final in 4 weeks, he beat Budge in La Quinta after being fearless Lacoste Agassi and Federer. And then London, he beat Nastasi, straight knockout. Cascade, Layden, Batista, Goop, Budge, and Djokovic. Lost to Gorman in a shocker hit. And then beat Gorman in a rematch. Bill Johnston, number 75, 5-5. He won twice at Vegas, beating Roddick and Isner, but lost to Carlson. He beat Bruguera in Paris, but lost to Rosewall. He beat Del Porto at Wimbledon, losing to Isner. And, Roger Gonzalez. US Open will come up soon enough.
Quiet, please. Johnson to serve. First game.
Sampras might be
Play.
a big game. Not living it. That's what they say.
Deuce.
Johnson had match point. That's the point, sorry.
Advantage, Sampras. Game, Sampras.
6-6.
6 games all, first set. Tie break.
Tie breaks today.
One 0 Johnson. 1-1. Out. 2-1 Johnson. 3-1 Johnson. Out. 4-1 Johnson. 5-1 Johnson. 5-2 Johnson. 5-3 Johnson. Out. 5-4 Johnson. 5-all. Out. 6-5 Johnson. Out. Game and first set Johnson. 7 games to 6.
Wow. It's 1 set 0 for Johnston.
Game, set and match Johnson.
Wow.
2 sets to love.
Sampras
7-6.
luck. He loses
7-5.
to Bill Johnston. So Bill Johnston moves on, and well, he'll face Federer, but at least he makes the quarterfinals and will get some money for it. In the meantime, McEnroe beat Butler 6-0 in the third set to face Rosewall. So yeah, you have a super brat still in with Rosewall, and then Johnston and Federer on the right side of the bracket. The left side of the bracket, the 7th seed Jimmy Connors will face Bobby Riggs. One matchup of 500. He was decent in the 30s and 40s, and of course, as an aging guy, beat Marcus Biffcourt on Mother's Day 1973. Billie Jean King beat him in the Battle of the Sexes and all that crap. 19 and 18. Went to the semis in Hamburg before Lando beat him. Semis in Madrid, losing the cost. And then he beat Elsewhere Fines in Boston. Connors. Finals in Memphis, losing the Lever. Semis in Delray Beach, losing to Sampras. Lots of quarterfinals. Got to the finals in Bristol 2 weeks ago. Being Crochet, Roddick, Budge, and Lever, but lost to Bjorn. Wimbledon, he got to the quarters after beating Nastasi, Emerson, and Novak, but lost to Lever. And then beat Agassi.
Quiet, please. Connors to serve. First game. Play. 15 love. Game and first set, Connors 6 games to 2.
Connors 6-2. Well, we kind of have to go quickly.
Deuce. Out. Advantage, Riggs. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Riggs. Game, Riggs. 5 games all, second set. Love 15. Game, set and match, Connors 2 sets to love, 6-2, 7-6.
So Connors wins. He will face Bill Tilden in the quarterfinals, and then Ryan Laver, the 1 seed, against Tony Traber at 16-14 on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Why, I don't know. Laver 3 titles to his name. 1 Memphis beating Murray, Lacoste, Agassi, Sampras, and Connors. Went to Brussels, beat Colshane, Nishikori, Chilich, and Edberg. And then his 3rd title was Germany, beating Chilich, Navani, and Nastasi, Borg, and Lendl. Since then, shocking loss to Wielander in Florence. French Open got 2 quarters, lost to Udge. 2nd round shock to Newcomb losing. Then lost to Feliz in the 1st round. In Bologna, Briscoe got to the semis but lost to Connors. Wimbledon got to the semis but Federer beat him. It's a very tough match. And then he beat Arthur Ashe last time. Traber. 16-14. Got to the quarters of the French Open beating Petra Lendl. That was a 5-set battle with Lendl, and then beat Feliz and Karyak, who was supposed to be clay court specialist, and then got beaten by Borg. He beat Glayhill.
Quiet please, Laver to serve. First game. Play. Out. Out. Game and first set, Laver 6 games to 1.
Laver first set.
$40-30.
Never do it. No.
Deuce. Out. Advantage, Trabert. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Trabert. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Laver. Game, set and match, Laver 2 sets to love, 6-1, 6-4.
Well, Laver will face Djokovic. That should be a good one. Tilden and Connors. The right side, McEnroe, Roosevelt, and Johnston versus Federer. So, yeah, there's a balance of power in there. And that doesn't look too good. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond at 2.